Hi guys, this is Mary Beth from Mary and Joe channel. Today I'd like to introduce a new playlist for me. It's called Mary Beth's Bookshelf.
Y'all know who that is.
Joe Clyde watching people feed the fish at the park, at the gazebo. I love to read. And so far on my channel, I've just been doing cooking, road tripping, family stuff and all that. One of my favorite things to do is read. I have been reading at least one book a week since I was in my teens. I started out in my teenage years reading old Harlequin romance books. There were books that the adult people got from the 5 and dime store for 25 cents or so. And when they would lay them down, I started reading them. They were all romance books. Nowadays, some people would probably say, what is a Harlequin romance? Well, a Harlequin romance book was about a heroine. She was always a virgin. And then her hero, and then they would fall in love and live happily ever after. And these books were back in the 1960s, I believe. And I loved them. But the click of it was, I didn't have that much money to buy books, so I had to wait and find them when my mom and aunts and everybody put them down and were through with them. But I love to read them. Even though I had my homework to do, I still read those books. So, then I got in high school, and I met a librarian, was a new teacher that came to our school. And I won't call her name, but she knows who she is, and she's one of my subscribers. She had the nerve to get some paperback books, love and romance books, in our library. And that was my salvation. I started checking those books out, and in between reading for my classes and everything, I would read those books, at least one a week. Of course, back then, the Harlequin romance, Harlequin Presents, or whatever they were less essential. They had a little kiss, a little smooch, but you know, reading, you can go anywhere in your mind. So they would let you figure out in your own mind all the other stuff that they were doing in the book. But now, you know, you're reading a book can take you anywhere in the world. The authors these days will put everything in the book. So your mind, you don't have to reach back too far to know what's going on with those characters. Now, I find myself here at home, relaxing, and reading 2 or 3 books a week, along with doing my other hobbies, my cooking, my scrapbooking, traveling. I still managed to read some books. That same librarian, believe it or not, that got me going really good is my sister-in-law now. She still buys paperback books, and I don't buy too many books that you hold in your hand anymore, but she passes hers on to me, and believe me, she reads some good ones. So I get those from her. Now I want to tell you that even though the books have changed to totally essential, sexy scenes, and some of that BDSM and all that stuff, I have in the past read books like I, Claudius, I've read, that was a novel by Robert Graves about a Roman emperor, you know, and all his life and his love. And I have read the Summa Kumatra, and I'll let you figure out what book that is. So I believe, what did I read about from Dorian Gray? I used to read a lot of books because when I was a teenager in high school, I babysat for this doctor, and he was always, you know, giving me books to read and things I should do and medical books and all that. So I appreciate him because he pushed me, and he was trying to push me toward reading books for a medical or nursing career, and I appreciated that. Now, today, my love has changed to from the books that you hold in your hand, which I have some, and I'll show them to you. But now, I like to read iBooks. When I got my first iPad, and I said iBooks, my sister had a Kindle, but my kids and all gave me an iPad, and I started looking at iBooks. Oh, they had a lot of free iBooks back then. I could get the free iBooks, and they had 40 or 50 pages. You know, that's just like a couple of hours. And I chose the romance. And then I got deeper and deeper into books. Of course, I always read some of the books that were trending at that time, like The Help. And it was a book written in the South by these maids. And the most thrilling part of that book was those chocolate pies that they were making. I read that. I even went to see that movie. So that was that. You'll never guess what type of books that I found out that are my favorite books. They are erotica. I love them. And I read them. And nobody stereotypes you for reading them. That's just where my mind wants to go. I relax late at night and read them. And that's just my choice. I have read Test of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Harding. I guess that broadened my horizon. I've read the trilogy of the 50 Shades of Grey 4 times each. 3 books, 4 times each. I know you won't believe that. But I have a secret. There is a 4th book. And it is Grey. Grey. And it's the same story told from Christian's perspective. And it's on iBooks. I have not found the paperback copy of it yet. I intend to find it if it ever comes out. That Grey book by Christian, you know, of course, it's E.L. James also. In the next video featuring my bookshelf, I'll talk about the types of books I like more, because there are certain authors that you like better than others. Even though in the erotica books, I think E.L. James can put, I mean, he made the books to where you were standing there in the room with your hands tied behind your back. But I'll tell you some other books that I like. That's not the only kind. So, this is me telling you about my bookshelf. The next time I'll review a book and tell you the author. And this is my new playlist, Mary Beth's Bookshelf. I need you to like, share, comment. Tell me the type of books you like. And I'll see you in my next book video. Bye.